submit this. Your Honor, I did hear the prosecution stating that because of the nature of the case and that the accused person should not be released on personal bond terms. And Your Honor, I want to remind the prosecution that bail is a constitutional right and not a privilege, as enshrined in Article 49(1)(h), the rights of an arrested person to be admitted on bail. Your Honor, the bail and bond terms policy of the court stipulates that cash bail should be admitted in a manner that is not punishing before trial. Because at all times, Your Honor, the accused persons remain innocent until the contrary is proved. That is Article 50, sub-Article 2, paragraph A of the Constitution. Your Honor, Article 37 states that every person has a right to peaceably and unarmed to assemble, demonstrate. Article 37 of the Constitution states that every person has a right to peaceably and unarmed. It's quite fortunate that our people, the accused persons here, were only armed with their brains and phones. To assemble, to demonstrate, to picket and to present petitions, public documents. Your Honor, this freedom cannot be reduced to a privilege dispensed at the pleasure of power. Your Honor, the greatest mistake that the accused person is committed is to commemorate the Genesis who were killed in 2024. Those were their brothers and sisters. Your Honor, the state cannot convert grief into guilt. A memorial march is not an insurrection, Your Honor. And the Constitution does not go on holiday when citizens take to the streets. On a government that is confident in its legitimacy does not fear candles, flowers, prayers, or peaceful assembly. Your Honor, the blood of the fallen citizens cannot become legal foundation for arresting those who remember them. And if mourning becomes criminal, Your Honor, then liberty itself stands accused. If mourning becomes criminal, Your Honor, then liberty itself stands accused. And therefore, Your Honor, the executive cannot suspend Article 37. The executive itself cannot suspend Article 37, which allows the right to assemble, merely because it finds the message inconvenient. Your Honor, this court must be a shield for liberty and not rubber stamp for power. Not a rubber stamp for power. Your Honor, liberty cannot be sacrificed at the altar of administrative convenience. Lastly, Your Honor, after today's headlines failed, one question will be made. When citizens stood before this court seeking the protection of the Constitution, did the law bend before power, or did power bow before the law? Respectfully, Your Honor, urge the court to release the accused persons on personal bond terms and reaffirm that constitutional freedom Your Honor, rights do not just disappear just because power is uncomfortable. Lastly, Your Honor, if there are those who are supposed to be charged before you are the police officers who barricaded
Gentlemen, there are other files.
Just say you're allowing personal.
No. We are not allowing personal bond. The court should not understand that to be saying we are agreeable. We are saying the proposed personal bond, we are telling you, because bail and the nature thereof is a discretion of this court, which we believe you will exercise judicially and judiciously. Let us not waste more time on telling you that you should consider whether to give personal bail or attach bail. That is something you can do without allowing advocate politicians to talk to us for the next 2 hours.
Your Honor, I think
I withdraw.
Mr. JB is out of order. Your Honor,
I withdraw.
Your Honor, I took
Because we have other police that are waiting for
I've been sitting for
We adopt
Your Honor, I respectfully agree with my...
He has not finished. Let me just finish and then we proceed. Your Honor, I took 4 years at the University of Nairobi studying LLB law. So further 2 years taking my master's in law, and a further 1 year at the Kenya School of Law, and also lectured at the Kenya School of Law. So therefore, Your Honor, when JV Owiti is trying to say that this is a political advocate, then Your Honor is out of order. As I conclude, Your Honor, Article 157(11) of the Kenyan Constitution states clearly that the office of the DPP should act in a manner that promotes public interest and confidence. But Your Honor, what the prosecution is saying before you is completely eroding that public interest. In the first instance, he ought not to have approved the charges before you, Your Honor. Thank you, and I rest my case.
Those are all legal arguments. I have a friend who'd like to say something thereafter.
Yes,